What's going on, everybody? We're here with another episode of Sideline Story Podcast. Your boy Jahmyr here, my co-host,
Jay Norman.
and I got my boy with me. What's your name, man?
Big SK, man.
Big SK. He back again. You know,
Yes, sir.
he be on the podcast with us, man. He come through. He not even a guest no more, for real, for real. He's basically another host. You know what I'm saying? He always here. He show us love. We show him love on his fourth quarter podcast. That's gonna be back soon this week.
Yep. This week, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Make sure y'all tune into the fourth quarter podcast. He gonna always give y'all a game as well. Let's get going. Last week, Jay had picks.
I did.
Right? Jay had his picks for the week 7 games. And he was off by 5, right? He was off by 5. Let's go. Bengals Steelers. He lost that pick. And we didn't expect this.
No.
Joe Flacco. I don't know what Joe Flacco overrated to me. I'm gonna just let everybody know that. He's overrated to me. He's been overrated to me. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna let Jay explain his pick and how it went downhill.
I thought the Steelers were gonna win simply because of continuity. Joe Flacco just joined the team 3 days before that game, and they only gave him 30 plays, and he just comes into the game and completes 95% of his passes, all of them to Jahmyr Chase, who had 17 catches, 16 catches.
Yes.
It just made no sense how he just walked into that offense and just went off like that against a team like the Steelers, especially with their defense. It's not as good as it used to be, but it's still the Steelers defense. I just didn't think that they were going to be together enough to pull out a win that soon, and he just got there. So I just picked the Steelers simply because they had continuity in their favor, and just Aaron Rodgers was playing well up to that point. I just didn't see Joe Flacco coming off the bench and just going off like that. Didn't see it.
Okay. SK, you got anything you want to add to this game specifically?
Yeah, I mean, the game was there for the Steelers to win. You know, Rodgers had 2 interceptions that really flipped the game too. You giving Joe and them more opportunities to go and try to score some points. But the main thing was for the Bengals was they actually had a running game the first time throughout this whole season.
Chase.
I forget that. Yeah, Chase Brown, I believe. He hasn't been running the ball well this whole season. As I said previously in the fourth quarter podcast last year, I say he was not like a typical 1 or 2 down back. He's more of a coming off the bench back. But right now he's their leading back. But he had an excellent day. I think he went over 100 yards on the ground
for the first time.
And when you get to do stuff like that, that opens up play action, which is Joe Flacco's bread and butter. You don't want him to drop him back all the time, but you want to have the defense, guessing some. So you got 2, outstanding wide receivers, a good tight end. The recipe was there for the Cincinnati Bengals to go ahead and win that game. Plus, it was a division game, so you got that going for it. And then Joe, just a veteran quarterback. He didn't have to go out there and actually do too much. He had to just do his job, get the ball to the playmakers. But if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got to be okay with this. You lost to a team that you probably shouldn't have lost to, but you also lost for obvious reasons. Like I said, them turnovers changed the game. I believe if they don't had them 2 turnovers, I think Pittsburgh gets out of there with the win. So you got to take care of the ball, but you got to tip your hat to Joe Flacco, man. He came over there. It looked like he was done over there in Cleveland. Didn't play too well in Cleveland earlier this season. Actually played terrible, to be quite frank. But he comes to a team with more talent and a team that's a little more organized and well put together. And stuff like that can happen. It's any given Sunday, man. And Joe is a competent quarterback, so not too surprised from seeing no one, to be honest with you.
Agree.
I understand. Okay, let's just go through some of these games real quick. Jay was correct on the Bears versus the Saints. He was correct versus the Chiefs versus the Raiders. Correct again for the Panthers versus the Jets, who benched Justin Fields.
Yep.
Which actually was a close game.
It was a very close game, and they're having a quarterback. I don't want to say controversy because it's nothing. It's not really controversial over there. They just think.
But at the time moment, it is.
Say again.
For this week, it is controversy because they're just trying to decide who they want to put in. Not for the long run right now.
It's gonna be Tyrod.
I understand it's gonna be Tyrod, but overall, I just feel like it's not controversial because number one, they haven't won a game.
0-7.
They just have to find somebody who's going to lead that team as the quarterback. And don't get me wrong, I believe Justin Fields is a good quarterback. Do not get me wrong. I believe he's a good quarterback. He's one of those quarterbacks that has to be in a system for him, right? Ohio State quarterbacks never come in and do amazing. You don't find no Ohio State quarterbacks that does that. The receivers do because of the system they're in.
And the running backs.
Never, right? Running backs as well. Running backs come in because of the system they're in. You know what I'm saying? DBs, everybody. The quarterbacks never are like that, right? So I can't really. I don't know what I personally. I guess I'm being biased, but also because I worked out with Justin Fields, I know his talent, right? I know how he is, right? So you put him in a good predicament, and he will do good. Just like how you got quarterbacks who go into a Kyle Shanahan, Kubiak type of system. You know what I'm saying? A system like a West Coast system. Quarterbacks are going to do good. You know what I'm saying? That's just certain systems fit certain quarterbacks. Certain quarterbacks can play wherever they need to be at. Justin Fields is not one of them. He needs to be in a system that works. So the Jets are in a controversy of that of picking the quarterback who they're going to play. Broncos beat the Giants.
Barely.
Game-winning field goal. Giants was up the whole game. This is a Demaryius Thomas, RP Demaryius Thomas. He obviously passed away. He got put into their Hall of Fame.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. They scored 33 points, I believe, in the fourth quarter to end up beating the Giants and kicking the game-winning field goal. So they ended up doing that. And the crazy thing about this, Demaryius Thomas was 33. So that's how they put it together. He was 33. Wow. Yeah. And Denver scored 33 points in the fourth to win the game. Green Bay beat the Cardinals. Jay got that right. One game we're gonna get into later.
What game is that?
We're gonna get into it later.
Is it Falcons 49ers?
Seahawks beat the Texans.
Yes, they did.
Seahawks beat the Texans. That game, that 10 o'clock game.
Wash.
I didn't expect the Texans defense to be the way they were. I didn't expect that. And Jigba, Smith-Njigba, he is
nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Just like how Shannon Sharp and Ocho said on their podcast, we can see why they got rid of Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Because they knew that this receiver is going to be their number one. We're going to get rid of these other guys because we have this Ohio State receiver that's number one that played against his quarterback from college.
Yeah.
In CJ Stroud. And, he caught the touchdown, dunked the ball on the field goal post, got a flag for it.
Yeah, he's a dog.
You know you can't do that. But at the end of the day, what did y'all think about that game and how the Seahawks is playing with Sam Darnold, who looked good in the previous year with the Vikings? He's looking good now with the Seahawks.
So I'll tap on Sam Darnold first. So regular season quarterback. He plays so well during the regular season. First step into the playoffs, he just forgets how to play football. So I'm not surprised by him doing well right now. Just got to see it when it matters most in the postseason. But in terms of stepping into this system with the Seahawks and doing as well, I'm gonna give him his props. Looking real good.
Okay.
Looking real good. Got nothing to say about it. Jackson Smith-Njigba, just continue what he did last year. Still looking like he's the man. Still looking like he's top 10, top 8, top 7 wide receiver in the league. Nothing but love for him.
Love it. SK, you got anything on it?
Well, to start off, the game was 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Yes.
Now, I'm on the West Coast, so that's only 7 o'clock for me, but I thought that was a tad bit too much. Like, if we're going to have a doubleheader, let's have them earlier in the day, like actually earlier in the day. That was too much. I love football. I watch football all day. But I felt like that was that. I don't like how we getting so money hungry. The NFL is getting so money hungry with these games, and they're spreading them all over the place and putting them on different platforms. Like that's taken away from the actual game because people got things to do. People don't have access to these things. So it's like we gotta keep the main thing with these football games. And I don't be excited to want to watch those late games. Like it's hard for me to want to sit there and be enthused about what I'm seeing. So it's hard for me to really go ahead and judge that game because I didn't even watch that whole game. I watched probably like the first 2 quarters of that game, and then I didn't watch it. It was too late. And then it's getting late in my day. I got to do what I want to do, play my video game for a little bit, get my Call of Duty on and stuff like that. So that's just the main thing. I do not like the games being so late, but I will go ahead and say I love Seattle's young head coach, right? Because I dislike these older coaches. They can be stubborn at times and want to sticking to their own ways. And the game has changed tremendously. From the players to the rules, to the schemes. Everything's just been updated. So I love when a young coach can come in there and put his stamp on what he want to run as far as a team and get the team rallying behind you because people don't understand as a head coach. A lot of these head coaches don't call offensive plays or defensive plays. Their job is literally to go out there and lead these men, 53 men, and however many coaches they have on the sideline. So once I get to see that you're doing that, that's when I can start buying into your team because I don't care how good your team is. If I don't believe in the coach, I know when it comes down for the coach to make that right decision, he ain't gonna make it. So me seeing that they got a nice, young head coach who's aggressive with his play calling, their defense is nice, So I'm definitely happy to see what I'm seeing from Seattle, man. I feel like anytime Seattle's good, I feel like that's good for the NFL. That's one of them teams that is good business when they're good, especially with them having a 12-man. It's just a good environment, make all the fans want to come and attend the game so that 12 man can actually be real and actually be a factor throughout these games. So definitely excited to what I'm seeing from Seattle so far. Now receiver is the truth.
Yeah,
he's the truth. But I will say once they get, they're doing good right now, but once they get to playing later in the season and throughout the playoffs,
we'll see.
Teams are going to double him.
Yeah.
Teams are going to double him. So who else is going to step up? See, this is the time now where those others have to step up so they can get used to catching the ball in big time plays and stuff like that. You don't want them to have to step up finally when it's crunch time. So that's going to be something to see for sure later on in the season.
100%.
Appreciate that. And I do appreciate you saying the double header because about 2 or 3 episodes ago, me and Jay did talk about how these double headers on Monday night is just terrible. Like,
doesn't make any sense.
Just give us one game in the prime time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Falcons played at 7:00, and then there was another game at 8:00, and it's just like you're doing too much. Just give us one game to focus on, and like you said, just money hungry, trying to be on
money hungry
and
money hungry. Because not to cut you off, people gotta understand that primetime games mean a lot, even for players in their contracts, right? Because you have not only the rest of the league watching you, you have the whole world watching you. So when you put 2 games on, it kind of splits the attention away from a primetime game, right? So it's like I like when primetime games are isolated, one game, man. So because everybody's gonna be watching, right? Because I was able to watch the first game, but that second game was like, all right, half the world probably stopped watching that second game. So all that stuff matters. When it comes to, analyzing the football game.
That's a fact.
Especially when it comes to Monday Night Football. Like, when you say Monday Night Football, that means something.
Yep.
Like, I want to split my time between 2 games. And that second matchup, Seattle versus Houston, like,
don't want to see that. And it's 10:00 over here on the East Coast, man. I'm about to go to bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's unfair to the players, to be honest with you. Like, these are the best football players in the world. They deserve a day where they get all the attention for their game. That wasn't the case for those guys.
Best football players in the world. I'm not gonna say that, but
overall, you're not gonna find no other organization that has a roster with the talent that the NFL has.
Yeah, athleticism wise. Yeah.
It's a brother up north that was better than Jordan and just can't get his break.
Oh boy.
Come on, man. Come on, man. SK could go right there. I ain't gonna get into that right
now. These are isolated incidents, but as a whole, the NFL is the.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying,
I'm not gonna get into it.
It's just to give the fans a comparison real fast before we move on. You have a million battle rap leagues, right? But we all know the one that respected the most is the URL, right? So it's like when you battle people there, it means something. And that don't mean that other organizations don't have better battle rappers. It just means that this one gets the most attention.
There we
It
go.
gets the most notoriety, and it gets some of the best of the world. So therefore, overall, collectively, that's what it's about.
Don DeMarco.
There we go.
DeMarco. Oh, yeah, you should have had that drop right there.
I gotta get that on the board.
Gotta get done. Okay. Let's go through just Titans obviously lost. We're gonna get to the Titans. They lost to the Patriots. We gonna talk about that later.
Sure?
My bad. I had to sneeze. My bad.
That's crazy. Dolphins lost. Let's go to the Lions beat the Buccaneers.
Yes, they did.
And I figured that was going to be a good game, right?
Was it?
But I mean, it was a good game. Don't get me wrong; it was still a good game. But I didn't think the Bucks were going to be behind as much as they were to the Lions. I thought it was going to be a shootout. Let me get them shoot, like Soulja Boy said. Let me get them shoot, shootout. Hey, shootout. Hey, yes.
They don't know nothing about that, man.
They don't know about that. They don't know about that.
It was gonna be until Mike Evans came out.
Baker Mayfield was off a lot. Overthrowing, like
all night.
Seeing ghosts.
And don't get me wrong, his line was getting bullied.
Well, by one person.
But by one person, yes.
By one person, yes.
By one person.
Yeah.
By one person.
Yes.
And it was times where he could have really put them back in the game or tied the game or whatever the case may be. But he didn't have time to really sit there and throw because Aiden Hutchinson is putting his lineman in his lap.
That guy is amazing, man.
Yep.
And he's coming off of a broken leg.
He's amazing. Don't look like it.
Terrible injury.
A terrible broken leg injury. And it does not look like it. And this is one thing that I have realized that I found out that through athletes who have broken their leg or things like that, they have gotten better after and it's like their leg super healed, right? So I have a homeboy named Bryson Spratling, right?
Shout out to Bryce.
Shout out to Bryson. Olympic athlete. He had a injury. He broke his leg. He did something with his leg. And he came back and he's like one of the fastest humans on the earth. Right? So is this a thing? Well, we're not gonna talk about this. I'm just trying to figure out, is this a thing where athletes, you break your leg, tear your ACL, you come back and like your leg just super heals? I don't know. But Aiden Hutchinson came back and he's looking phenomenal. And what he did against the Bucks was just like a masterpiece. What do y'all think about that game?
Yeah, we touched on Baker, the issue. Like, they couldn't put the ball in the end zone to save their life. It took Tez Johnson to spin and hurdle a dude on his run just to get the only touchdown that they had. Just in terms of the Lions defense, it was just smothering all night. Baker couldn't step into his throws. When he did, he was off. He couldn't settle into the pocket. He had to move every time the ball was snapped. Ball hit his hands, and he got to get off his spot. It was just a masterclass by the defense from the front line to the secondary. It's just smothering all night. And it's just the story of how that went for the Bucks, and just a headache for Baker all day.
What you got, SK?
Nah, just to piggyback off of what Jay said, the Lions defense was confusing Baker. That's what they were doing, right? They were doing a lot of things pre-snap, mixing up the looks, dropping into different coverages, because what you got to understand, for the viewers at home, Detroit have 4 different defenders in the secondary that are not starters.
Yeah.
Right. So they had a very, very, very young secondary, and you would think Baker would take advantage of that. But first of all, them guys were playing terrific. Like, they had a lot of PBIs. They were glue coverage. And like I said, these are not starters. So for Baker not to take advantage of that is a problem. That's why I was telling people, like, he's not on the same level as Dak right now, but we're gonna get into that later. The offensive line was playing bad, but at the same time, Baker was not bailing them out. right? Because people understand and go hand in hand with the quarterback and the offensive line. Some plays it might look like the offensive line got whooped, but that's not the case. The quarterback maybe need to step up, step to the right, step to the left. It's called pocket presence, right? And his pocket presence that game was terrible. It got to the point that once they were getting to him enough, even at times when they didn't get to him, he was seeing ghosts, right? Because he had Tez on a I want to say a dig route or a post in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
He had nothing but the end zone, and he mailed it high.
Yeah,
he mailed it high because he's seeing ghosts, and his pocket presence is in it. He had a good pocket. The offensive line actually did their job, but he rushing it. He's seeing ghosts in his head. Timing was off. And then he was kind of forcing it too. He lost Mike Evans. You know, he can just easy close his eyes and throw it to Mike Evans. But when you
Mike
got
Evans is out for the rest of the season. Just want to let that be known.
Broken collarbone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, clavicle.
Clavicle. Yep. So, because if you want to be technical, I thought Tampa Bay's defense played well enough for them to win that game.
For sure.
You're not gonna stop a team like Detroit, you know, a lot of times. So when you do stop them, you got to make it count when the offense get the ball back.
Exactly.
Detroit is a very, very difficult team to stop because they have excellent wide receivers, a great offensive line, and Jahmyr Gibbs. Listen, I've been telling y'all, nobody wants to listen to me. I'm telling you, I got the eye for the running back. I just have it. Like when it comes to running back, I can see it differently from everybody else. I know somebody's going to be great. He is right now the number one running back in the NFL. I don't care what nobody say. Bijan is good. Yes, Bijan is good.
Look, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Bijan is good, but it's to the point where
I'll let you go ahead.
Bijan is more of a all-around back who gets the job done. He catches the ball a lot. But I'm talking about pure running back, just getting the ball out the backfield right now.
Pure running back.
Pure running back. That's all I'm talking about because Bijan does a lot. You gotta think about it. Just to give people the comparison, Bijan does a lot because he has to.
Yeah.
Because he has to.
He doesn't have to. As well, let it be known. He doesn't have to. He's so.
Anytime.
Let me rebuttal
that.
Let me jump in right here.
Can I rebuttal that? Let me rebuttal that.
Let me just jump in right here.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Let me jump in. He doesn't have to. They force it. He doesn't have to.
That's what I'm.
No. It's not because we need him to do that, right? Tyler Algier, his rookie year, had 1,000 yards as a rookie running back. Our second string running back. He had 1,000 yards as a running back. That's when, and then Kyle Pitts came in and had 1,000 yards as a tight end. So Bijan don't have to do that. Raheem Morris and them look at him as the best player in the NFL. So they force feed him. It's like the City League. When you have this talented athlete, they just force feed him, right?
They need to do that.
And I always said that's going to be our downfall because they're force feeding him this. He doesn't. So that's why I'm saying he doesn't have to. We have another 1,000-yard back in our back.
Not about that. I'm not talking about that aspect. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that aspect though. I'm talking about using him out of the backfield, using him as a receiver back, right? Because you got to think about it, right? Who would you say had the better receivers, Detroit or Atlanta Falcons? It's not a long take. You shouldn't take long on this. Come on now.
It's Detroit. Come on, cut it out.
Come on now. Like seriously, like why are we doing that? Let's not do that. I understand.
Overall,
you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Even if we were to put their numbers up from last year and this year so far, like it's not even close.
Like, I'm saying like overall, like everybody.
There's not
anytime I say receivers, I'm always talking about the top two. I don't never get deep in the depth chart when it comes to receivers.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't do that because it'll change the topic if you say
no. Because when it comes to teams producing, their top two receivers have to be the ones. Yes, we're not dependent on threes and fours when it comes to making plays in the playoffs.
We do because that's how our offense is built.
No, I'm talking about overall. Overall, you're talking about spots and third downs. I'm talking about overall.
I'm talking about you got Drake London.
Got that. So we agree.
You got Darnell Mooney.
See, this is being biased. I thought we weren't being biased over here.
No, I'm not. Because
this is simple.
I need to understand when you say the top. Like
I need to understand. I said top two.
What do you mean?
Top two.
Top two receivers.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
I didn't even include the tight end because I believe their tight end is better than y'all's.
Okay, yeah, no, for sure. Just off of you.
So back to my point. Hold on, back to my point. Like I said, they had people on the outside. They have a tight end. They also have a number 2 who's a starter, bona fide starter. If he played in any other team,
us too. They
Montgomery.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is when they hand Jahmyr the ball off, he is the most dynamic running back in the NFL right now. Saquon is there too, but we have to go with your ability and your production.
Who had 180 yards receiving as a running back?
I'm sorry?
Who had 180 yards? No, who had 180 yards rushing and then 60 yards receiving as a running back?
That was Jahmyr.
No, that was Bijan. That was Bijan.
Jahmyr just did that last night.
Jahmyr just did that. He just did that, literally.
He did it last night.
80 yards rushing?
Look it up, brother, man. You said you got 2 of them things over there?
180 yards rushing?
He had like
a 75-yard rushing touchdown.
180. What did Bijan just do? Just the pass get 180 rushing and then 60 receiving.
Gotta leave your bias.
And then he led the league in receiving.
Gotta leave your bias at the door. Gotta leave your bias at the door.
He's a better right now. As of right now, he's the best runner and catcher running back in the NFL. I will give him that. Bijan.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe no running back catches the ball as well and running the ball as well.
I'm trying to clarify what you're saying.
Too. I said pure running back.
Oh, just pure handoff.
Hand him the ball. Hand him the ball off.
Okay,
because
I get that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I get that.
Because we got to understand. Let's be honest here. I
get that.
As a running back, if you're really listen.
Gibbs is,
hold on.
Yeah, Gibbs.
As a running back, if you're an elite running back, you should be a mismatch for any linebacker in the world. Is that not true?
I'm 100% with you. I'm 100%.
So that's different. Or receiving, that's you should have the edge when it comes to being a receiver back against a linebacker.
Like this. I get that.
It's not easy for a running back to have the edge against a linebacker when it comes to pure stopping the run. That's different. You got to be like that. You have to be like that.
Nah, I get that. I'm understanding 180, but I get it. I just want to let you know.
Gibbs is the best. Gibbs is the best, man.
The 180 happened. I just want to let you know.
What was his last home run?
Who?
Bijan.
His last home run?
His last home run.
That
we just watched it.
Yeah, he had one.
What was it?
Who was just play? The Bills. Look, it's the Bills.
Yeah, Bills. You think he had a 75?
Receiving?
Running. He had 180 yards.
Okay.
Yeah,
listen, I ain't taking nothing away from Bijan. I'm really not. He just play for a trash team. But
that's crazy.
Gibbs is just a home run
get onto a trash
and
team.
He's physical, and he can also catch up the backfield. I'm just taking Gibbs right now.
We talking about the back that just had 100 receiving yards too. That he could catch out the backfield.
He has to.
He don't have to. That's just.
Is he leading your team in receiving?
No, he's not. Drake
is
London
he top 5?
Drake
is he top 5, top 3? Is he top 3 receiver in your team?
Drake London is a top 10 receiver right now in the league.
No, I said is Bijan a top 3 receiver on your team right now?
It's London, and then
because Mooney was hurt.
Come on, brother, man. What are we talking about here?
Mooney been hurt for 3 games.
That means you've been ignoring me the whole time.
You're not listening. Our number 2 was hurt for 3 games.
It doesn't matter. He's not a receiver.
Mooney. Let me explain something to you real quick.
He's not a receiver. Y'all doing this out of necessity.
Let me
before you go, because you keep cutting me off. Time out before you go, because it's out of necessity.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you another one.
Go ahead.
Who's the running back who's doing the exact same thing as Bijan Robinson right now?
Him and Gibbs.
No. Are you watching the NFL? What other running back is doing exactly what Bijan is doing for his team?
Who?
McCaffrey.
Thank you, Jay. McCaffrey. Guess what? Guess where he at for the receiver for his team? I believe he's number 1, if I'm not mistaken.
But they don't have no receivers.
It's out of necessity. Y'all don't either.
Yeah. Are you not listening to what I'm saying?
Drake
London is a top 5 receiver right now. What are you talking about? And he missed the game.
And my point is, Bijan is still a top 3 receiver on your team.
Because
Javonte Williams not a top 5 receiver on our team.
Yeah, he's not.
Who?
Javonte Williams, our starting running back.
Y'all have 2 listen to what I'm saying. You're not listening. You're not listening.
I just told you don't have no receiver.
Jay, hold on, Jay.
Jay
the third screen.
Can I get a yell?
Hold on, Jay the third screen. Let me hold him over here. Jay the third.
You got too much bias, Jaron. You gotta let it go.
How much bias?
Jay, I'm not. Let me put Jay third screen over here because Jay not listening right now. Jay not listening.
What did I do at it?
He not listening. First of all,
say me for.
First of all,
it's hard no way. That's
our number 2 receiver, who's a 1,000-yard receiver last year, been hurt, right? Okay, so thank you. So that's number 1. Number 2, your team, you have Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, who's hurt 1 or 2 games.
He's missed 4
So
games.
that's why Javonte Williams.
He missed 4 games.
Can I finish? Can I finish, please?
You was wrong, so no, you can't.
That makes sense because you talk about the dude who's missed 4 games. And
right. Okay, so cool. He missed 4 games. Y'all offense is set up another receiver to do amazing in whatever his name is. Start with the F. His last name.
Roy.
Thank you.
No.
And what did he do?
Win a game.
Okay, so our offense
literally won a game.
You're not listening. Our offense is set up around, and this is what I talked about on the podcast. If you'd have been listening,
it's a necessity.
I wish I could. Let me finish.
Can
I finish?
God.
Come on, Stephen A. Let me finish.
The floor is yours, Cam Newton.
Thank you. I've said this on the podcast multiple times. We don't need to do what we do with Bijan. They just force it.
What other option did you guys have?
I just told you, Tyler Algier was a 1,000-yard back before Bijan got there. He was a 1,000-yard running back.
So these coaches are morons. So basically what you saying live here, hey, ladies and gentlemen at home, y'all hear it from him.
I already said it. I said it multiple times.
You're saying that the Atlanta Falcons coaching staff is morons.
I said it multiple times on here.
Okay.
Multiple times. They asked my dog Q. I'm gonna shout my son Q out. He went to Charlotte.
But that still doesn't negate the fact that it's a necessity because you can't sit here and tell me that this hasn't been the MO from the time y'all received this young man from out of college. Y'all been using him this way from the get-go.
He was the eighth pick, first round draft pick. Right?
What was Jahmyr Gibbs?
Can I finish? God,
no, because he was a first round draft pick also.
Okay, and they're going to use him the same way. And they're using him the same way.
They don't have to.
And that's why. And I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. And that's why
the whole time.
And that's why the Lions coach said we need to start using Montgomery more. That's why he said that, because they're forcing Gibbs the ball. That's literally why he just said that literally last week.
Forcing him the ball and using him in different ways are two different things.
Listen to what I just said.
That's not what I'm saying.
Right, let's get off topic. Here we go again.
Listen to what I just said.
I never said that.
No, that's what you just. I'm explaining what I just said. Right? I'm explaining.
You're talking about usage, though. You're talking about usage. That's two different things.
No, listen. You just said it's a necessity. I said no. They're forcing it because he's the best player on the team. He's the best player on the team. On that Detroit Lions team, Gibbs is the best player on the team. That's why the coach said we have to start using Montgomery more.
They've been using them guys both the same way for the last 2 years.
What you want me to do? What do you want me to do? That's what they said.
No, the proof is in the pudding, though. The proof is in the pudding.
I can only...
the proof is in the pudding.
I can only give you what they said. Hey,
I'm done. I'm done with it.
Huh?
All right.
But the point I was trying to make is I was agreeing with you at
no, you
like I get you, but you can't. You're not about that. This man just had 180 on the Bills.
You just spent 15 minutes of being biased. I hope you know that. When you get to watch it back, you'll see.
The crazy part is I literally agree with you, and you didn't hear that part.
You should never brought it up, and you should never stop me from the first place when I say
you brought it up.
No, but you shouldn't have stopped me when I say he's number one. You should have said nothing.
This is what I'm about to bring up. James Harden of the NFL had a pretty good game.
Cut it out.
James Harden
had a really good game.
Cut it out.
Oh, see, SK, I'm gonna let you know something, right? I'm gonna let you know something. Crazy. When another host come on here, they don't like to really agree for real, but he know.
No, what do you mean?
He know who James Harden is.
Dak Prescott is playing very well. See? I'm not going to hate on the man. I'm not going to hate on him.
I just said he had a really good game. Did I not say that?
He's having a fantastic season.
But
Put some respect where it's supposed to go.
I just
No,
said
but you're not gonna. No, time out. You're not about to throw disrespect to my man's name and try to give him a compliment at the same time.
Do James Harden not have great seasons?
What you mean?
Do James Harden not have great regular seasons?
When has James Harden ever had a middle linebacker flaming down the middle to come tackle him, or a defensive end flame down the middle to come tackle him? Stop that. When has James Harden ever broke his leg in an NFL game?
When has James Harden not been the only person on this team to actually put in work?
I'm not hearing that.
So the point is,
put some respect to my man's name.
I said he had a great game.
Put some respect.
And I'm trying to hear some thoughts on you from that.
I hate on Dak Prescott when he deserves it. He does not deserve it right now.
Dak been doing this for years.
Let me go ahead and just dive into this, man.
Dive into it, please.
I've been sitting back and I've been listening to all these guys on these networks and television and these different podcasts, and everybody want to continue to move the goalposts. Can we let the goalposts stay where exactly it's supposed to be? Right? Can we just let the goalposts be there? Why do we got to keep picking it up and moving it? Please let the goalposts remain where it's at for the rest of these guys, right? Because every time my Cowboys take any step forward, people come up with the most crazy excuses that they will never, ever, ever, ever use for another team. Why, when we beat the Commanders, it's, the Commanders don't have this, the Commanders don't have that. But when Fingernail Boy beats the Commanders, it's, he's playing so well, the coaching staff is doing such a great job, and this and that. It's the same freaking team.
Mm-hmm.
People want to move the goalposts because it's a team with the star in the helmet, and I get it. People hate Jerry. I understand. People hate Grandpa Jerry. I get it. But we have to stop doing that when it comes to my team. It's really so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating to turn on the TV after a victory and see people make up the crazy excuses. Last time I checked, my team been depleted since the beginning of the season. We've played multiple games with not just one, not just two, not just three, but 4 offensive linemen out with backups and replacing them.
100%.
Not receivers, not a running back, not a quarterback. Linemen. We all know how important the line is, and we all know how important it is for us to have a good starting line, let alone to have a backup offensive line, let alone for us not to lose not a top 10 or 8 or 7, no, a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. We lose him for multiple games also.
Definitely top.
We have one of the worst defense in the NFL as far as allowing points and allowing yards and allowing this and allowing that. So when we do have a game when we allow a team to get only 20 points because we did have a safety, so that's 2 points given to the team, we still want to move the goalpost and say, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. No, we looked at extremely, extremely more talented on defense.
Yep.
More faster, play more man coverage, faster to the ball. We had turnovers, 4 sacks, a pick six.
Yeah.
So people just like to move the goalposts further and further and further. Like I said, I understand, but we have to stop doing that. Now, listen, I've been the biggest critic of Dak Prescott throughout his whole career more than anybody I know on this planet Earth. If anybody's been a fan of me, a follower of me on Facebook or Instagram, you've seen the post year in and year out about how critical I am of his game. He has me hushless this whole year. He's been playing phenomenal. Like, he's been playing extremely well. And let me tell you one thing about his game. It's not so much about the numbers, right? Because I'm a football player myself. I look at the intangibles. I look at the stuff surrounding the game, right? The year we lost to Green Bay in the playoffs, they had a screenshot of Dak Prescott before the game, and they showed his face. He looked it like he was scared.
Yeah.
I turned to my dad. I turned to my brother, and I said, the game's over. We're losing. I seen him look in that man's face. He is not ready. Every time I see that man's face this year, he has a totally different, complete look. I actually believe the way that he go ahead and rally the troops. Because for a long time, I never really believed the whole, Dak's a great leader. I didn't care. He just said the right things. I don't care. You have to go out there and show me that you mean what you say when you're talking to these grown men. And I actually see that. Let's go ahead and dive into the numbers for Dak Prescott this year. Last 4 games, 1,081 yards, 13 touchdowns, no interceptions.
That's crazy. Come on.
No interceptions. Now, he just put himself in the category with the likes of Drew Brees, Russell Wilson, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, with quarterbacks who went 4 or more games with 3 passing touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yep.
That's greatness in itself. Now, we all know that the Cowboys have historical quarterbacks, and a lot of Hall of Famers. Currently, Dak is third in Cowboys history of wins. He's second in Cowboys history passing yards, second in Cowboys history passing touchdowns, first in completions for Dallas Cowboys, first in completion percentage, second in passing attempts. And he just, like I said, this year he's playing extremely well. Like I said, we don't have one of the best offensive lines. I'm gonna give you a stat right here before I give it back to you guys. Dak has a grade of 90.2 when facing pressure. 90.2, which is the highest in the NFL. Now, the guy who is second on that list, Matthew Stafford, with a score of 73.8. Now, just to put that in perspective, the guy who's 12th is Penix. So that's how big the gap is between Dak and Stafford and the 12th guy. It's that big of a gap. So people got to stop just seeing the team that he's representing on his jersey, seeing the star on the side of his helmet, understanding that it's Dak Prescott, and give him his just due. Like I said, I'm one of the biggest Dak Prescott critics, but at the end of the day, what am I supposed to do every weekend, week out, just not talk about him because people keep saying what he's going to do in the playoffs? I don't think that's fair to him. I believe when that time comes and he pooped the bed in the playoffs, we're going to deal with it then. But as of right now, we have to continue to take it week in and week out and go from there because we can do that with every quarterback.
100.
Literally every quarterback. Who's the Chargers quarterback again? What's his name?
Herbert.
Herbert, right? We can do that with him. We shouldn't be going ahead and praise him what he's doing this year.
James Harden too.
But there's a lot of James Harden is what I'm trying to say because only one team going to win a Super Bowl anyway. How many times have Josh Allen continued to get there?
Everybody.
How is he not James Harden?
Listen,
he got an MVP. He went to the championships. He keep losing to the same team, a la Golden State, Houston. Come on now. So don't be. It's easy. Dak has a target on his back that's just big for the whole world to see.
I'm gonna let Jay go. Go ahead, Jay.
My last statement. When you play, just to give the people back home some type of comparison with what it is to be a Dallas Cowboy fan and a Dallas Cowboys player. When you're an African American in this country or this world, there's a slur that every ethnicity around the whole globe know how to say to call to disrespect you. But there's so many other ethnicities, we don't know what to call them to disrespect them because they don't really get too much attention. So the spotlight is always on the Cowboys, no matter good, bad, or indifferent. It's a different type of beast. So we have to stop moving the goalposts. My team hasn't won a Super Bowl since 1995. I have no idea why people are so upset with this fan base. It makes absolutely no sense. 1993, Buster. But the floor is y'all, man. My team is 3-3-1, and we got the Denver Broncos coming up.
Before I jump in, go ahead, Jay.
I could have kept going on and on and on.
No, I got nothing. That's how I feel about it. Like I get on Dak when he needs to, and I also gave him his credit when he deserves it. And this is one of those times. He's playing so well. There's nothing I can say wrong about him. They came out the gate. He looked great. The team itself from the defensive end cost him a couple games, but hey, that is what it is. When it comes to the quarterback position, the guy is just out of his mind so far. Will it stay that way? I hope so, because I want to see him do well. I want to see him win. But we'll see if it holds up, and if I gotta switch back to the haterade, I'll drink that haterade and I'll give him that haterade motion. But until then, the man is doing his thing. I can't hate on him.
No, but to piggyback off of that real fast, like people say, will this hold up? This is different than any other time he's ever put up numbers in his career. It looks different and feels different. The way he's doing it is just different. He has a number one offense in the NFL.
Almost rookie season. That rookie season.
He's second in passing touchdowns, second in passing yards. Like this is different. We're scoring 30 points a game with ease. We don't have a hard time scoring points in the NFL. We're going to do that, and that isn't largely a part because of Dak Prescott.
100%.
We have to stop moving the goalposts, man. We just have to, man. And he has a huge test coming up this weekend, going into Mile High, playing the Denver Broncos, going against the number one cornerback in the NFL, Pat Surtain.
Yeah.
So if that goes in there and do what I believe he's going to do after I seen what Jackson Dart just did to that defense,
fact,
there's nothing nobody can say. Because I believe my defense is good enough to go ahead and get a couple spots against Bo Nix. I don't know if that defense can just continue to stop my team after I seen what the Giants was able to move up and down the field. And they're nowhere near the offense we have. So,
That's
and we
fair.
have Javonte Williams going back. Hopefully, he tells them to buckle up. So, let's go, man. How about them Cowboys?
I'm not gonna go that far, but I agree.
I just want to make some clarification.
Here we go.
Oh my
I just want
God.
Here we go. Here we go.
Stephen A. Shannon Sharp. Here we go.
Here we
I
go.
just want to make some clarification. That's it.
Here we go.
2019. Dak
See, the pass.
Prescott,
Let's get our
4,900
time machine.
yards,
Let's go back in time.
4,900 yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 picks.
Let's go back in time.
2021.
No, time out. Can we talk about how did that season finish?
Let me.
Tell me
He's
how
gonna
that
get
season
to the
finished, though. You don't
playoffs.
want to
We
skip
already
that.
know.
Yeah.
Let me go
Next
ahead
topic.
and get my spiel off.
Do your thing.
Next topic.
2021.
Oh boy.
4,483 yards, 37 touchdowns. Ooh. Woo-hoo. That's 2021. 2023, 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns. All of them, everything I just named was 11 picks and under, right? Y'all are saying he's having a great season. We got to give him his credit. Dak has always had great seasons. And when you said, let's talk about Josh Allen, he's younger than Dak Prescott. So his time is definitely coming. Lamar Jackson, younger than Dak Prescott.
Is it?
What are we talking
What
about?
are we
Listen,
talking?
what I'm see now y'all trying to
No, what is we talking about?
what y'all just said was he's having a great season right
What?
now. He's having I just named other great seasons, and you named Josh Allen, who's younger than Dak Prescott.
What that got to do anything?
But I'm naming things that you just said. I'm using your words again.
Okay, so I'm gonna use your word. I'm gonna use your words. The very first year you said was what? 2000 and what? 19.
Yeah.
So therefore, let's take Lamar. Let's take Josh Allen from 2019 to now.
That's not Dak's first year. His first year.
It don't matter. It don't matter. This is a National Football League.
I'm just naming 4,000 yard seasons.
It doesn't matter.
I'm naming.
It doesn't matter.
That first year was 2016, 3,600 yards, 23 touchdowns. After that, 3,300 yards, 22 touchdowns. After that, 3,800 yards, 22 touchdowns. Dak has always had great seasons. When he first came in, I said he's taking Romo's spot. I said, no, hold on. I said he's taking Romo's spot. Let me go.
You ain't making no sense.
Y'all are talking about he's having a great season right now. When are we going to talk about Josh Allen? Dak's older than them. He's been in the league before them, having great seasons. At some point, he has to do something, or he's going to get treated like every other quarterback that's had great seasons that didn't win the Super Bowl. He's going to. It's inevitable.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense, bro. What you saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. None of what you saying makes no sense.
Marino has had great seasons. He didn't win a Super Bowl.
Bro, nothing you saying make any sense, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, brother.
Now we trying to act like it's not making sense. Like we're talking about him having a great season right now.
Watch this. I'm asking you one question.
Hold on. Did yes or no? I just need y'all to say yes or no. Are we talking about him having a great season right now? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Has he not had great seasons prior to this? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. No. And he's been in the league since 2016. It is now the year of 2025. So that is what? Dang, I don't even know. That's what 7, 8, 9 years? 9 years? This is year 9.
He was injured like 4 years.
Oh, okay. So that's part of the game. Your best ability is your availability. So
can I rebuttal?
Hold on.
Because you going on and on, and my rebuttal was right here.
Hold on.
We don't gotta go on for this.
No, just listen. So I just need yes or no. So we've had 9 years of Dak having
not 9 years.
That's just 9 years total. But Dak, majority of the time, has had great seasons his career. Yes or no? Great regular seasons. Yes or no?
Good.
Yes or no?
Good. I told you I'm the biggest critic, so you're not about to sit here and try to
Yeah,
convince me
no,
what I've been
yes or no?
saying.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
Jay, yes or no?
Man, can we move on?
No, ain't no moving on. Because y'all tried to make this point against me. Yes or no? Because now
it's not against you. You just don't agree, and so you're trying to.
No.
Yeah,
I'm about to prove this with facts. I'm about to prove this.
You're not proving it.
I'm about to prove this with facts. Now y'all don't want to. Now y'all don't want the facts. Now
you ask me a question. Can I ask you one question? We can move on. Can I ask you one question?
See.
What is it? What? When do you get awarded the MVP? The MVP award? When do you get that award?
End of the season.
So regular season, right?
No, you get the MVP. I mean, it depends on when they do it, but MVP.
That's a regular season award.
No, so I know, but I'm saying they'll give it.
The two guys that you just
decide it
has 3.
They'll decide it in the postseason.
Come on, bro, stop that, bro. We all know that. Everybody who watch football knows that the MVP is a regular season award. They say it all the time.
When Lamar and Josh Allen played each other in the playoffs, that literally decided.
You gotta stop that, bro. Nobody ever says that. Everybody says the MVP is a regular season award. Let's stop that.
Jay.
All right, we can move on. If you're gonna do that, we can move on. If you're gonna do that, we can move on.
No. I want to ask.
Now I'm just making up stuff.
No. I want to ask Jay. Because we talked about this. Remember in the playoffs when the Bills and the Ravens played each other, the MVP wasn't decided yet. Josh Allen beat Lamar, and then all of a sudden, Josh Allen was the MVP. Did we not say, yes, that was the game
right
right there?
Y'all two opinions. That's not what happened in real life. What is we talking about
here? Did we not say that?
That's what y'all said. It's a regular season award. Why are you doing that?
It sounds good for the regular season, but you know how it goes in the back room. Okay. Oh, these are the two that's going on.
You be stepping on your own feet. If it's not a regular season award, then why would Lamar Jackson be the first NFL player ever in NFL history to be the first unanimous MVP award? He lost the first round
to my Titans.
To the same. Like, what are we talking about here?
Did we not? I'm just trying to ask a question to Jay.
The first round. He lost the first round.
I just want to ask a question.
He lost the first round.
I just want to ask Jay what
unanimous MVP. Come on, bro. Stop doing that. For don't do that, bro. Stop that.
Outside of that, okay, because y'all not Jay ain't trying to answer the question. Outside of that, and then I'm gonna move on because I got another topic.
I told bro, Jay, did I not just say, hey, everybody back home? Everybody back home. Y'all all say, y'all see how I said they moved? He literally
no. I'm about to move on.
And ran with 30 more yards.
Can I be the proprietor or whatever it's called? Can I be the proprietor? I just want to let it be known Dak had 9 seasons of great regular seasons, didn't do nothing. I'm not about to keep giving him regular season amazingness. He needs to do something in the playoffs at this point. It's 9 seasons. At 9 seasons, at some point, he has to do something in the playoffs.
It's not the playoffs yet, though. We can say that when the playoffs come, but we have to stick in. We got to stick in the time we're in right now.
It's been 9 seasons of this same conversation.
We ain't even get to Halloween yet. You still you trying to get to Christmas.
Nah, Jay. Hold on, SK, hold on.
Stop jumping to Christmas and New Year's. We still got Halloween and Thanksgiving.
I'm about to switch gears. I'm about to ask Jay, then I'm about to switch gears. Jay.
He's biased.
I'm about to switch gears. Jay, it's been 9 seasons.
Yes, I know how long Dak Prescott is played.
Okay.
I know he's 2 and 3 in the playoffs.
Okay, so how long are we gonna keep giving this hope?
I don't care. All I'm saying is he's playing well. I know he's not played well in the playoffs before. We all know that. I'm just saying.
So now he's playing well. Why are we hyping that up?
Dak Prescott is better than Matt Ryan's, and that's my last statement on it.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, I almost cussed. Lord Jesus. And this episode is sponsored by the Readers. Shout out to Mango Reader. This episode is sponsored by that. Get you a Mango Reader. Get you a Liner Reader. They're very good for you to say things like Dak Prescott is better than Matt Ryan. Moving on.
Way better.
Tua turned the ball over. Jay, what's
his name?
Tua turned the ball over.
That's what I call him.
What's his name, Jay?
Tua turn the ball over.
Man,
That's
um,
crazy.
what's the speedy man? What's our speedy man name from the Dolphins that got hurt?
Tyreek.
Tyreek Hill got hurt, out for the season. Tua turned into Tua. We don't
Turned
know
the
who this
ball over.
is. Yeah,
Tua turned the ball over.
yeah. Tua turned the ball over.
This is second game with 3+ picks. Like, come on.
All right, do you see the Dolphins going for a quarterback in this next draft?
I mean, I
Or
don't think
trading for one, rather, or whatever.
trading for a quarterback doesn't work. So they'll have to trade. They'll have to draft one at some point. I don't think he'll be back anyway because of the way he talks after these games. Like he'll get up to the podium and then he'll just throw the whole
Insane.
team under the bus. Like he's not the one putting the ball in danger in the first place, and it just doesn't make sense. And McDaniels, he getting fired. So it's just the Dolphins are just in a real terrible predicament right now. Like you got your quarterback talking way more than he needs to, talking
And
reckless.
teams ain't showing, people ain't showing up to
Yeah.
meetings and this,
It's
that, and the
it's
third. You can't do that as a quarterback, right?
it's bad, and it just shows up on the field. Like his teammates, they not trying to play for him. They not trying to stick themselves out there to make these catches when they need to. Like it's just bad. It's just all bad. I don't know how they fix this. I don't think the entire staff makes it past this. I think after this year, there's going to be a giant purge in Miami.
Gotta
We'll see
be.
how it works.
I think this is their Brian Flores leaving. I think this is their karma.
And Brian Flores was right. He's
Yes.
100% right.
I think this is their karma. And people don't realize that Brian Flores came from there. Not strictly just from there, but you know what I'm saying? That was
He was
his
there,
leaving
yeah.
point. And I think this is their karma because of that. SK,
Yep.
what you got on that?
100%.
I think it's gonna be hard for Miami to ever be good again, man.
Recover from this for real.
It's gonna be very difficult because you're gonna need a coach like Brian, but you gotta allow him to be that type of coach, which they didn't allow him to do. So I
Yep.
think they're gonna just be in their own way. Then you playing in Miami, like I'm pretty sure that's tough for them players, like because if you got a quarterback like Tua as a quarterback, I'm already knowing out the week they at the club, they doing this, they doing that. They focus is like on
Off.
all the other distraction that they
Everywhere
can be
else.
distracted by when playing in Miami. So it's like that's already a tough city to play in, let alone when you're not good. So you definitely not getting the
Yeah,
attention.
nobody's showing up to that stadium.
And that's why they saying and people ain't coming to them team meetings and stuff like that because look who's leading them.
Yeah.
Like I don't think people understand how much that matters, man. Your quarterback has to be somebody that these men respect. It's not like in high school, Pop Warner, or college where y'all all like the same age. No, these are grown men.
Adults.
9 times out of 10, the quarterback's probably one of the youngest on the team, depending on how long he's been there. But you got to be able to lead men that's older than you, more experienced than you. And if they can see it in your eyes, you just talking, oh, it's over.
It's
and
a
you're
wrap.
not getting that back. And that's from the coaching staff also, because I believe Mike Daniels has lost the respect of that team also.
100%.
Like
100%.
being a nerd and being analytical, that matters and it works when you win. But when you don't win, them speeches in the locker room already
you're not an
mainly,
NFL, you're not a legit person.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because when you losing, it takes a coach like Mike Tomlin to say something that'll register with those guys. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's really been there, done that, still got a grown man persona. But like when you already don't look the part,
and you like 35.
That's what I'm saying. I'm older than you for real. Like it's like then it's like you playing around for real. I really don't believe what you're saying. and it's gonna who wants that job? What coach, even like a free agent coach, wants that job? Because you have to inherit the quarterback situation. I don't see no quarterback in this college right now that I believe is going to come and change no organization. None of them.
Not single one. Not one. Not one.
I don't believe the rumors were they can go try to trade for Shedeur Sanders, but I don't believe the Browns is going to let that happen easy like that. So I believe they're just going to be, and I know for a fact the way Tyreek left that field smiling with the thumbs up, he's
smiling. A whole shattered knee, just happy. Like what?
He felt like, I'm out of this basement.
And I'm
so I think that was the most telling thing that I ever seen, because I had one of my guys from my Full Quarter podcast point that out, and I'm like, nah, he was smiling because it wasn't as bad as the injury is. But when I looked and seen the video,
Yeah.
I knew as a football player, he meant, oh, this is my release. I am out of here.
That was
and
legit.
That's sad.
Happiness.
That's sad when a player like that leaving and he's happy to be leaving the situation, not even caring about the leg. Like he's happy to be not having to deal with that. And I never thought Tua was an NFL quarterback to begin with. I believe when you were that small and you're not really prolific with your leg like Kyler Murray, it's gonna be an issue because you can't really see. That's why I stopped playing quarterback. It's difficult to play quarterback being that tall, and these linemen are 6'3", 6'5".
Taller than
you
that.
Gotta see, and the windows are so short. These defenders are so good, so he's gonna have a hard time, man. He really should have stopped when he had the concussions. He would have went out a different way than he's gonna go out now, because he's gonna be a typical backup soon. So
yeah,
I don't think he's gonna be that. Honestly,
I don't know.
You think he's out of the league?
I think he'll be done. Yeah,
the way that he's talking,
we can't say that. We can't say that because look at Daniel Jones. Look at
But they can play
Seattle's quarterback. I'm just saying different environments, man. You know what it is.
I only say it because of how he's throwing his team under the bus currently. Like who's gonna pick that up?
That's different. Yeah, that's different.
Who's gonna pick that up? And who's gonna follow him if he goes to another team? Like who's gonna follow him? Like who's gonna listen?
Yeah, that's different.
No, that's a fact.
It's like 3 games in a row now. Like, dude, what is up?
Yeah.
My bad.
I mean, but when you have a coach who's really not a vocal coach, the quarterback word is going to echo even louder. Because it's like, who else is talking? Nobody listens to what the coach say. So everybody really zooming in on what Tua says because the coach never says nothing that's moving. Like he is so like it works with him when he was so analytical when it was winning, bro. But like one thing about Sean McVay, he's analytical, but he still got some
moxie to him.
He got some moxie to him. He ain't no punk. Like he still got a grown man demeanor. And you gotta have that. That coach, he be wearing high waters to the game. Like it's just, I'm telling you, man.
Like he about to go out to the white bar or something like that. Like, man, I ain't trying to listen.
Like if he was to go like wear regular street clothes and go sit in the stands, nobody would know that the coach is sitting next to him. Like
nobody.
He's just a guy with his family.
He's a guy, man. And I don't understand how he got the job in the first place. I believe he was like a what was it, quarterback assistant, something like that.
He worked with us.
He didn't have a real job though.
Yeah, he was like the
I'm telling you, he didn't have like a quarterback assistant or something. He didn't have no real job. Like the way he got his job in the first place is like
he was like the assistant to the assistant.
Yep, he didn't have no real job, so he shouldn't have had that job in the first place, man.
He just got there.
Let me see.
I'm telling you, all right, because I seen it. I was so like, this. I hate that type of stuff, bro. Like they don't work their way up the ladder. Look at his job. He didn't earn that job.
No, he for sure didn't. Yeah, he was an assistant. Yeah.
See, that's insane. To me, that's insane. He was
an offensive coordinator with the 49ers in 2021, no. He was running coordinator with the 49ers.
Shanahan was offensive coordinator in 2021.
Huh?
They went to the Super Bowl in 2020.
That was a Super Bowl year.
Yeah, Shanahan was a coordinator. Shanahan was a coordinator. He ain't called no plays.
Shanahan was the head coach. Shanahan's always been a head coach.
And an offensive coordinator though.
You gotta know how it goes, bro.
They be giving out labels. They be giving out titles that don't really matter. I watch Shanahan call all them plays
together. They help you put the playbook together.
I get it. I'm just saying his doesn't mean not long enough.
I'm gonna let you know how this is transition to Jay Norman and the Tennessee Titans because they just let go of somebody who was the head coach / offensive coordinator and
I hate that.
To somebody else. And Vrabels Mike Vrabel, who used to be the head coach of the Tennessee Titans, came in and they put a whooping on them Tennessee Titans. Man, what you think about that?
Yes, they did.
Hey, so everybody wants to talk about Mike Vrabel coming back. Everybody forgets that before Mike Vrabel left, he was 6-18 in his last 2 years as the coach of the Tennessee Titans. And everybody now wants to act like as soon as the Titans fired him, everybody's like, oh, this is a top 10 coach in the league. This is a top 10 coach. He acting like he won 10 Super Bowls. No, he lost 18 of his last 24 games. And so I'm just like, there's a lot of revisionist history going on. Was Mike Vrabel a good coach? Yeah, he was. When we had Derrick Henry, when we had A.J. Brown, and Ryan Tannehill was throwing the ball all over the field with pinpoint accuracy. Yeah, he was a really good coach. But then when we got injured and then those guys couldn't play, what did we look like? Straight doo-doo. Doo-doo. And so I just need people to realize that. I just got a little that got a little angry right there, but it just brought it out. But then, we got our current coaching situation, and that guy got fired because he's one of those guys that got put into a position that he didn't quote unquote deserve, and he was not ready for that position at all. The offense was just a complete mess. He didn't know how to handle in-game situations when you got X amount of time on the clock. You got timeout here. You're going to take it here. You're going to go for another pass. He just completely messed it up every single time he got into that situation. And it was just an issue where you want to call plays and manage the game, but you can't do both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It just came to a position where it's like, dude, you're hurting the team more than you're helping. And then at the same time, you got a rookie quarterback who he has the talent, but you're stifling him with your ability to just be terrible at all times. And so it was just a bad situation. So Vrabel came in and just did what Vrabel did when he has a good quarterback, good running back, and a good wide receiver, put up mad points. It is what it is.
I understand that. I completely understand. And you called it. You said this is one of them games where Vrabel's gonna come in and you know what I'm saying, do his thug thizzle. And he did do it. He did do it. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I don't even want.
I mean, they was playing with momentum though, so that was kind of easy for them though.
Mm-hmm.
It was real easy. And then you know what I'm saying, the Titans is still struggling to find their identity. You know what I'm saying? Especially they just fired their head coach who called the plays, and then you know what I'm saying, now they got an interim head coach, and their receivers are getting hurt, and it's just a lot going on in Nashville, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on.
And it's ironic because Cam Ward had his best day as a passer on Sunday. He was 21 of 36 for 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. It was he moved the ball, but it was just in a situation where he's throwing to a rookie tight end, 2 rookie wide receivers, and the O-line is finally back together. They're healthy, but they were gone so long, they missed 4 and 5 games, that they haven't had time to mesh. So it's a situation where everybody's learning on the fly, and it's just, I don't know what you expect to happen against a guy like Vrabel when he has that type of firepower on his side.
And he knows the Titans, regardless of who the coach. He knows who's on that team. He knows how to attack certain defenders, certain things like that.
36 attempts.
Yeah, it was up there. I think it was 30 something. I don't know if it's 36, but
I hate that. I dislike anytime any quarterback goes over 30 attempts. I feel like 30 is the max for a quarterback. You start getting in harm's way. You doing too much. There ain't no rhythm out of that for real. Yeah, and I believe when you got a rookie quarterback and you don't got the most talent around them, I feel every coach should just go ahead 12 and 13 personnel. We gonna run, we gonna play action, we gonna run. And then we're going to go from there. But the whole just spread the ball out, that's not conducive for winning with a young quarterback with a coach who don't really know what he's doing either.
For sure.
12, 13 personnel, run that rock. Like,
that was more about the score.
It'll make it easier. I'm just saying it'll make it easier. It'll make everything that much more easier. And it'll make it easier on the defense. For sure. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't watched that game. Was it a lot of 3 and outs? Like throughout this whole season for y'all? Like, do y'all have a lot? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's not conducive.
Yeah.
Going 3 and out is not conducive for any defense, man. If you play defense, you know you want that defense. The offense go try to get a nice little drive so I can get a real break. If I'm back out there, so that's why I said 12, 13 personnel. You can milk the clock a little bit more. Hold the ball from the opposing quarterback. This little stuff you got think about. Helping your quarterback, man. Because people don't understand. It only take a one year for a quarterback to go out there and not feel confident. He might never feel confident again.
That's fact.
It's difficult when you play quarterback. You can run. That's why Shador is in the position he's in now, because Deion was trying so hard not to make him fall in the position that hurt him for the rest of his career. He was trying so hard, but he ended up hurting them by doing that because he ended up putting him in a bad situation anyway. So it's like, you don't want to mess with these young quarterback heads. They're not the most mentally tough people already as it is. So, that was my take from the Titans for real. But it's gonna take them some time. Hey, I think everybody knew that.
It's gonna definitely take them some time. Let's go to this is my last point, man. This is my last point. We went to Santa Clara. We were supposed to go hyphy out there, right? We were supposed to go to the Yay area. We were supposed to show Mac Jones and you know what I'm saying? We go Stewie Katooey as well. We did not do that. And
Trash. Oh my bad. Excuse me.
see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about.
No, because I'm glad we finally made it here. You talked all that junk about my boys who actually won. This is a victory Tuesday for us. So let's go ahead and talk about a team that actually lost this past.
First
Sunday.
of all, I'm the prior whatever Shannon Sharp be saying. I'm
the host, man.
Okay, I'm the host. Let me get to this point. We lost to the 49ers, and there was something that was supposed to be a flag thrown on, right? There a flag, and this is like common football, right? Want to give another shout out to Rita's. Shout out to Rita's. They sponsor us. Now, CMC got stopped in the backfield. They were up 13-10. We stopped them. The lineman pulled him into the end zone. Like literally pulled him. That's a flag. You cannot aid the runner. You cannot do that. You like everybody. And
pause from the front though.
No. He grabbed.
He pulled him from the front.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying you can aid him by pushing him in. But like
no, he didn't push.
You can push, but you can't drag. Yeah.
He dragged him into.
You sure?
Yeah.
You can't
That's
do
the
that.
rule. You can push from behind.
Also illegal, but nobody calls that.
Did they just switch that? I know that rule just got switched.
That's been a rule. Like you can never.
I mean, they switched it. I know they switched that.
They switched it to also pushing. That's why the tush push is also illegal because you're not supposed to like.
So they just switched that.
Yeah,
I remember that wasn't.
That's what they switched it to. But you cannot drag somebody into the end zone, and the lineman literally picked up CMC and just dragged him into the end zone. That's aiding the runner.
I've been seeing that all year, to be honest with you. Not pulling in, but I've been seeing linemen pick people up all the time before they fall. Like just pick them up.
Yeah, but he picked him up, and I'm talking about he was like 5 yards from the.
No, I see that. I see that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen that. I've never seen nobody call that before.
Yeah, but that's illegal.
So you're crying? Are you crying?
I'm crying.
Yes.
Jay, is he crying?
I'm crying because you know you can't do that, and they let that happen. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there, right?
Hey, my phone about to die, so
your phone. Listen,
wrap it up.
Listen, wrap it up, B. Ooh, I ain't got the box. We lost to the 49ers.
Sure did.
I'm upset, but we gonna be back against the Dolphins next week, though.
I sure hope so.
That's the only game you guys lose that too. They're gonna bench Tua. Somebody's gonna be at quarterback. I don't know who they got, but he's gonna play well.
Say that. Don't say that because we will definitely lose something like that.
That's how games happen.
Ewers, they got Quinn Ewers. They got Quinn Ewers from Texas. But listen, Jay phone by the die because he didn't want to charge his phone. That's his fault. Listen, y'all, look at his face. Duh, I didn't want to charge my phone. My name's Jay. I like the Titans above my head. I'm stupid.
You see him?
Shout out to Howard.
Only one team won this week, so whatever.
And they quarterback been winning and never win the playoffs. Yo, listen, I'm gonna let y'all know something. This is the Sideline Story.
In the Super Bowl?
We don't know what SK is talking about. It's the Sideline Story Podcast, man. I'm your boy Jahmyr. It's my co-host
Jay Norman,
and we got our third co-host apparently.
You're right,
yes, sir. Big SK.
Big SK. We're gonna
Big Dallas Nation.
We're gonna see y'all next week, man. We out.
Tighten up.